I want to ask you, do you like my new Mother's Day hat? Now, be honest. It's one of a kind. I got it to the farmer's market this morning after I went to breakfast. It was early Mother's Day, so my grandson could join us, Jamal, who's going to ASU. And then my other grandson, Ethan, was there, and Ronda's husband, my daughter's husband, Chad. So we had a wonderful breakfast, and then they gave me a Mother's Day gift. And then I took that money gift and bought this hat. Well, the crochet lady, I call her over at the farmer's market, she said she just finished it and she would never do another one. It was so hard. But it's one of a kind, that's why. And I had not had
get up there and stick your head in the camera there.
Hat for 3 years. So I'm so happy with my new white hat that I had to come on video and show you, because I love fashion and I thought this was really fashionable. So this will be my hat through the long hot summer we have ahead of us in Phoenix. Hats are very important. We have to shade our faces or we get huge big spots and all kinds of terrible stuff erupting on us, which I already have, but I'm trying to prevent more.
I didn't know that.
So, and then I came home and he gave me another money gift and told me to go to farmer's market. So I went over there and I bought some pumpkin bread for both of us. And let's see, what else did I get? Oh, this is what I chose from him. And brought this home so we can have more flowers this week. So I'm starting celebrating Mother's Day early. And now, let's see, what did I have for my breakfast? I had chorizo dish, sausage, and oh, it was just divine, and egg and potato.
Wait a minute.
So.
Is this okay to protect me from the sun or anything like that?
Yeah, I believe it will. The sun doesn't do too much damage when it comes through 10 stories above him.
I think so.
He might survive.
I already have skin cancer.
Phoenix sun.
I don't need any more, you know.
Phoenix sun can really get through almost everything to Arizona, but that's what you have to pay to live with a wonderful winter like we have. Mild, so mild, you couldn't even believe it. So anyway, I'm starting the day off right, I think. Mother's Day. I want to wish all my friends who are mothers a wonderful Mother's Day too.
Well, I'd like to look. Do you mind if I wish some of my mothers
yeah.
a Mother's Day?
Well, sure. The mothers in your past life, sure.
No. I mean, I know a couple mothers right now. Have a good day.
Oh, but I did have a sad moment this morning when I found out that the young woman, I took a picture of her when she was 42. Well, she was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. And she already had a very sad life. But she told me just 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago, I talked to her. She said, I'm cured. They said it was all gone. And then I talked to her about 10 days ago, and she was having a little trouble eating, she said, because of the scar tissue. And her friend was cooking for her. That was about 10 days ago.
Do I know this person?
Stacy, yes.
No,
Sandy,
I don't know this
her
person.
friend. Well, you don't remember people well, but Stacy.
I don't even know you half the time.
No,
yeah.
If I didn't see me for 10 days, I'm sure he'd forget me.
I'm looking for Alzheimer's any day now.
Today was a
I think
sad
I forgot
day.
Alzheimer's.
I was shocked. I was shocked that and she was 47, so she had fought cancer, and she
Yeah.
had a lot of other ailments
Well, why
before
did-
that.
why didn't you
but
tell
she
her-
would fight back.
Wait a minute. Why didn't you tell these other mothers that are watching this that I made a mistake? I made a big mistake. My neighbor across the apartment last night at 9:30 when I was going down and pick up my mail, he says, "Hey, did you know we lost 2 of our..." And I said, "Okay, keep a good thought." That's all he said was lost. I told her this, and she assumes that everybody's lost. They could be Alzheimer's. They could be on a different floor.
Oh,
They could
yeah,
be
sure.
She assumes they're
Sure.
dead. Now she's on my case because I told her. Then she's going to go, "I'm going to find out."
I did. I went down. I said, "Do you know who died?" And
Well,
finally, somebody did
I
know, and they
didn't
told
say
me.
they died.
And I was utterly shocked when I found out one of the people. I didn't know the other one. They said she died of a blood clot to her heart, but I didn't know her. I don't think. But Stacy, I did know. And when I found out, and I said, "Why didn't you find out who died? Have you ever met anyone that someone tried to tell him he was telling him who
Wait,
died?"
No, wait a second.
He wanted him to ask who,
wait a
so
second.
he could tell him the whole sad story. He said, "Well, keep a good thought," and goes right on.
Well, that's what I
Did not
thought.
have
Keep a good thought,
A bit
you know?
of curiosity, nothing.
You're dealing
So
with a...
even as we celebrate Mother's Day, we're also saying goodbye to one of our long time. She was here before I was. And
Oh, that's not the same
now
one that I'm thinking
Stacy,
about.
Stacy, she was here before I was, and she always hung out with Sandy.
Oh.
And she had 2 operations on her kitten, and she was paying in installments every month to pay off for these 2 operations for her beloved little cat. That was what she was doing just before she got cancer. So it's a happy day, but it's a sad day. And let's see, what else? Is that all the news? He dared to call me at 9:30 last night. That is not, that's breaking the rules. I didn't answer him the first time. He called again, so I thought, well, he may be in serious trouble, so I guess
I was in
better.
serious trouble.
I guess, yeah, he was having a neighbor problem. The neighbor was keeping him awake, so he couldn't think of anything better to do but to call me and wake me up so he could tell me that he was being kept awake.
Yes, but I told you how I solved the problem.
He's going to move his bed.
Away from the wall. And so when they're in their...
And if that doesn't do it,
when
he's
they're-
going to buy
When they're in
earplugs.
the bathtub, cooking some, meth or something like, I don't have to listen to it.
Oh,
And
and
they
then
stay awake all night long.
and the reason
they never
why
shut up.
he does not squeal on them is because he's afraid he'll be shot.
What?
He's watching too many crime shows nowadays. People get shot so easy in these true crime shows that he is now fearing that he can't report these neighbors because he will be shot.
Yes, but didn't I...
And I'm sure if he got that neighbor evicted, she'd be ready to get revenge on you, I'll tell
That's
you.
why I
You
told...
would have.
I told you, would you be a very dear companion of mine?
Me report him. Who reported me?
What's wrong
Who
with that?
reported me? Who got me
crap.
evicted? He wants me to take the heat. But I turned it down. I don't want this chance. So I told him.
Well, that's why I moved to bed. I'm getting tired of this.
I didn't threaten his life for calling me at 9:30 at night, waking me up out of a sound sleep. So I have to get up, go over, and answer the phone so he can tell me his troubles. Well, it turns out that somebody woke him up, so he had to tell me that they woke him up. So, therefore, he woke me up.
Well, don't you go into
It's an endless cycle. Now, have I covered everything?
No.
What?
You haven't covered.
I did when you weren't listening.
Yeah, I know, but you have to.
And guess what? The price went up from $2.50 from last week to $7.
Thank God that's gone.
When she said $7, I almost went, give those back. You can have them back. Because I could have gotten a little bouquet of, well, they weren't quite so nice, for $2 just down a ways. So you never know. I don't know if they raised the price because it was Mother's Day or what.
Across the street from there.
Farmers market, you know, you have to watch them. They might charge you a very high price.
Wait a minute. Don't you have some bad news to like?
Oh yeah, my farmers market store is closing. I guess the prices were too high for around here. They're used to poor people's food.
They were too high for people
free
who could afford it.
And you know they're spoiled. They don't want to pay $3 for a tomato now. He's not going to pay. I'm glad to pay $3 for a tomato because
of course
they taste like the ones we used to raise up in Utah. So I'm glad to pay $3 tomato just to get that delicious flavor that you can't get anywhere else. I can tell the difference. He can't tell the difference.
Aren't the peaches coming in now?
Yeah, and I'm paying whatever they want to charge me for peaches.
I don't care.
So see, if you want something good, you've got to pay for it. So, after a lovely farmers market day, a lovely pre-Mother's Day, and I think my sons might call me tomorrow.
You want me to call them and have you
Remember your mother, boys. No, just see if they remember they have a mother. So, bye-bye, and happy Mother's Day, all you people, all you mothers out there.
Yeah, and for all you mothers out there, I know that